What's up, guys? Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a 99% clairvoyant reading. If you're watching this live, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. And please leave a little comment, even if it's just an emoji, because YouTube will use their algorithms to send Coach for the Soul around the planet. And also check out billhobart.com. Hey, guys, what's up? What's up? So lots to talk about today, a lot of astrological stuff, a lot of ascension stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty awesome. So, hey, Haley. So, yeah, there's a lot. So, the weather's beautiful. 75 degrees and no humidity and sunny outside, the best. And it is tank top weather. Hi, Sherry. Yep, it is tank top weather, everybody. So this weekend is going to be beautiful here in Detroit. So I think I said Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something like that. Yeah, 80 on Sunday, which is sweet. So, yeah. So we'll see what's going on. But hope everybody's doing okay. I hope that we're all good. Yeah. And there's so much going on. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So I'm going to wait for another couple minutes, see if anybody else pops on while I'm doing this. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Good? It is beautiful outside. Just beautiful. And so much freaking energy. Everything has flipped to the positive side. And it is fantastic. It is fantastic. So everybody's just absorbing it, enjoying it, and using it for their own benefit, not giving it away. That's a huge thing. Oh, it's still chilly in New York City. Okay, Sherry. Yeah, it's pretty nice here. It's really a joy because it's been crappy for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like rain, and chilly weather like in New York City. Yeah, so it's, this is perfect. Perfect. So, anyway, I'm gonna start because Spirit's telling me, come on, let's go. Okay, so, first thing is, we all remember April and the solar eclipse because April was really, really tough. And it's already the 16th of May, which just blows my mind. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. So today, I was doing these exercises and these movements that I saw on YouTube by the, I believe he's a guru. I'm not sure. And I saw the universe open up for me, which kind of blew my mind. Kind of like, holy moly, this is freaking cool. So we kind of went on a journey together. I shut the video off and I'm like, okay, let's go. So, one of the things the Spirit said is I'm going through this, God, I can see it still. Going through this wormhole, right? It's all lit all the way around it. I'm going through it. And the voice is perfectly spiritual, right? It just hits me. And I'm very emotional. And one thing the Spirit said was, as we go forward into this quantum leap energy, people have to understand that you are losing, giving away, letting go of all of your past lives, all of your guilt, all of your things that you think you have to, he's going a mile a minute. All these things that you have to say you're sorry about, it's gone. Don't worry about that, okay? And I had to write some notes because it's like, if I didn't have notes, I wouldn't know what the hell I was going to talk about. So, okay, fast track ascension, okay? And that's all part of that as I'm going through the wormhole, right? That fast track ascension, and people are being shown to be leaders, right? Not only just Capricorn and Taurus and Virgo, but Spirit says they're dropping, they're leaving their They're leaving their space in ascension and dropping because those are the leaders that are going to take us forward into the future. It's this far away, Spirit says. It's this far away, okay? Understanding that we are going from ascension to, and we're going through metamorphosis, okay? And that is a higher being. That is a higher state of consciousness. That is a hybrid, let's say, all right? We've never been through this in our lifetimes, in 12,500 years. So understand that our body's going to be like, I don't understand what's going on. It's about us making sure that we are relying on ourselves and what we know to make it normal for us. Make it normal, easy, understanding it, allowing your spirit guides, your guardian angels, to connect to you in your heart. Your heart has got the energy that is going to lead us forward. And we've always talked about that. All right? So as we go forward, your heart's going to release a lot more power, a lot more information. We need to be heart-centered. Okay? We need to be heart-centered because more than likely, a few people that watch this telecast, are the leaders of the future. I believe most of you are. And I know. And Spirit says it's just under the surface. That's why you have to pay attention. You need to learn. You need to allow. You need to absolutely connect with the divine. Connect your heart with your spirit guides and guardian angels. So that when something happens, you know what it is. All right? Because you're getting to be masters. And you got to take the bull by the horns. You have to go, okay, I can do this. Instead of relying on somebody else or relying on videos or relying on YouTube or relying on books or whatever it might be, websites, all right? Because a lot of you are so deeply connected, but you have to invest in that. You truly have to invest in that because I will guarantee you there are people that watch the broadcast, like I said before, that are absolutely leaders of the future. Another awesome thing is that as we go through this metamorphosis, right, that, like Spirit said before, that we are losing quickly, we're losing victim mentality, we're losing all of the things that we would describe of being third dimensional, right? And they're going to leave us without us knowing, right? But we have to release it, again, through affirmations, right? Spirit, I'm okay with you taking what you got to take, right? That's my kind of affirmation, right? Take what you want. Please do it as quickly as possible, so I can be the light worker I need to be very quickly in the future. Because that's what it's all about. And all of you that watch this are going to be in the same boat. There's not a muggle amongst you, all right? And when you get called upon, you're going to be stammering because you're not standing in who you are. You're not standing in your truth. All right? And that goes for everybody. We have to allow ourselves mentally to prepare and allow that energy from our heart to be pushed to our crown chakra, be pushed into our brains, because the brain is ready to receive it. Spirit says, your brain is ready to receive it. You can't cower anymore. Spirit says. You can't be shy anymore about it. I don't know anything. I don't know what I want to do. Well, again, anybody who watches this program, which has been going on since 2017, you're not muggles. Okay? So you're going to have to understand that people are going to be calling on you because of your light. And you can't dim your light. There's no way to dim it. No way to dim it. You can act dumb. I don't know. I don't really know. Until you allow yourself and your clairvoyancy to absolutely start rolling. Because all of you hear things or say things that you don't know where they came from. Okay? We've been shedding and purging things since that solar eclipse, which was the 8th of April, which was just mind-blowing. If you don't feel different now, you're not paying attention. Okay? You're in your head or you're doing something that is not allowing you to grasp it, right? I know people who have received positive reinforcements, let's say, from spirit on houses, on cars, on trucks, on boats, on extra houses, on apartments, on all kinds of different things. And it's been years since they've received that they never thought they could have the new house, could never have the new car, I can't afford it. But of course you can. You can afford it. Trust me. You're going to be able to afford it, because the lack mentality is being stripped from us. And what will you do when it's gone? What will you do when it's gone? You will be lost on a ship, Spirit says, because you're not prepared for it to disappear overnight. Disappear overnight. Again, I've said this before from Spirit. If I give you $1 million, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Well, will you still have the lack mentality? Guaranteed you will. Guilty. When Spirit asked me in 2000, gosh, I think it was after the pandemic. Maybe it was before the pandemic. I think probably before the pandemic. Yeah, probably in 2019. When I was taking a walk in August and I was really depressed, and I was like, okay, I don't understand why we're not in Hawaii yet. I don't get it. What do I need to do? I don't get it. Because I was not this guy. Okay? And maybe it was after the pandemic. That's what it was, after the pandemic, probably 2021. And I'm walking and I'm saying, what? And Spirit says, okay, scenario, Bill, because he says that to you guys through the channel, right? So, Bill, if you're okay, picture you're in your office in Hawaii and you just got back from a trip to the mainland and they paid you $50,000 to speak in front of an audience. And you just got home, you got your jet lag taken care of, and you're sitting in your office and you look at your book and you go, okay, I don't have any events for the rest of the year, and it's August. But you just got paid $50,000. You went into your bank account today, right? And you live in your house in Hawaii, so you're there. Are you going to flip out and go, oh my gosh, I don't have any events going, I have no events planned? Or are you going to go, I'm going to be great, I just got $50,000? And back then, I said, well, of course I'd be okay. I'd be living in Hawaii, so I must have some money because I couldn't buy my house if I didn't. Sure, I should be okay. He goes, are you sure? Well, today I can tell you, no, I'm not sure. Not sure, right? But I'm trying to prepare myself for when that lack mentality leaves me. We have to. Because again, you can't receive anything monetarily if you're in a lack mentality. Why? Because it's third dimensional heavy energy. And they're never going to be able to bring your light and fluffy lottery money or your light and fluffy inheritance or your light and fluffy whatever, your ancient money, right? That you put away for now, if you're in a lack mentality. Like they always say, you have to love where you're at before you can move. You have to love what you're eating until you can move. You have to love the space that you're in, the city you live in, or the state you live in, until you can move. You have to be, because that energy is balanced. And we have to be able to do that. As we continue to shred, or I should say shed, all of our third dimensional self. Guys, I'm telling you, by next year, a lot of us are going to be different people. It's happening at quantum speed. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Quantum speed times 1,000. All right? That means it's already the 16th of May, and the month just started. Right? Flipping by us like crazy. It'll be June, half the year's gone in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, half the year's gone. Where'd that go? Quantum energy, right? Quantum leap energy. So as they remove our third dimensional self from us, because they're going to right now, they're doing it right now, right? They're stripping us of all of our stuff. And If you're not paying attention to that, guess what your ego's doing? Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Gotta hold on to it. But that's who I am. And I'll just say this. Earlier this year, when I posted this on Facebook, when I was sitting on my couch and listening to a meditation, and Spirit says, "Okay, stop." And he told me about who I was becoming and things like that, and where I was going to be and things like that. And I saw my former self dead on the floor. Why? Because I listened to a song that I've been listening to since it came out 15 years ago. Okay, Alchemy, and it's all about this woman dying, killing herself basically because she saw her husband with another woman, and they both came into her house. So she basically took some pills and she's dead in the forest, right? Spirit said, that's your former self, Bill. As I saw myself on the floor, and I said, but how come I can't still be who I was, who I truly am? Because Bill, you're not that person anymore. You're not that person, and you can't go forward anyway, Bill, because nothing there helps you at all. All of us are going to go through that transformation, right? We're going to go through that metamorphosis. We have to. So even if you allow it or not, I would rather have you guys allow it, allow yourself to be guided, which some of you do, and most of you don't, right? You act like a muggle because it's easier, and then you wonder, well, Bill, how come I can't hear them? How come I can't? Because you're not practicing what you want. You're expecting them to all of a sudden, hey, what are you doing there? What's going on? I'm going to tell you a bunch of stuff. No, it doesn't happen like that. Doesn't happen like that. Bits and pieces, yes. But if you're going to not have a hard time, because trust me, guys, they will strip you, and it'll be horrible for you. It'll be absolutely horrible for you because you'll be going to wonder WTF. Even if you're sleeping, you won't be able to sleep because they're working on you. They're taking stuff off of you, and you're going to feel like piece by piece, Bill, I don't understand what's going on. You know what's going on? You have to pay attention. You have to be conscious. You have to buy into who you are. Because if you're not going to, you're going to be in a place this year, guarantee you, when Capricorn moves, when Pluto moves back into Capricorn, the 2nd of September until the 16th of November, you're going to have 2.5 months of pure hell, guaranteed. Because what does Pluto do in Capricorn? It breaks down the structure that no longer serves you, your third dimensional self. You want 2 months of stuff? Cool. Can you be ready for it? Nope. Because it's not about that. It's about everybody doing the work and understanding that they need you here. And you may think that you're there and you're in your ego, but you don't really think it's your ego. You think, oh, I'm okay, I'm good there. My life's pretty good right now. What's going to happen in a month? What's going to happen in 6 months? What's going to happen next year? Well, you're floundering around on the ground, not able to keep a job, not able to sleep. Oh my God, Bill, I'm going crazy. Because that's the way you're going to make you feel. My head just lit up with that. I'm telling you, been there, done that. Been there, done that. And it's no fun. I'm not telling you guys this because I want to. I'm telling you guys I need to do this because you don't have a choice. I'd rather have you do what you need to do to get into that energy, the 4th and 5th dimensional energy, and let yourself rock and roll. Let yourself just flow. Let yourself flow. But you don't. Because your ego is in charge of your life. You should all understand the energy that's going on. Have to. It's absolutely vibrant right now. If you're not in a great mood and you're not doing things that you love to do and do other things that you never thought you could do, you're not paying attention. Things are passing you by. And when it comes crunch time, Spirit says, you're going to wish you did it. Yeah. See? He said, you come to the edge of the cliff, and what are you going to do? Because you didn't think about coming to the edge of the cliff. You're going to jump and die? Or you're going to have some epiphany on how I can get down off the cliff quickly? Because a thunderstorm is behind me. with 90-mile-an-hour winds or a tornado or whatever it is. That's what you have to do. It isn't really about planning. It's about participating, Spirit says. You have to participate in your own ascension. It's not just going to boom one day, oh my gosh, Bill, this is amazing. It's not going to happen like that. Because as the heart continues to put out that energy, right? That you can't stop it. Okay? You can't stop it. We're going to be a heart-based energy after this year. That's what it's going to be. As we become lighter and lighter so we can ascend easier and easier and be able to teleport ourselves around the world in 10 years or less. That's the key. That's the key. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be a rough ride September 2nd till November 16th. You're going to feel like the world is blowing up. You're going to feel like, oh my God, we're going to die. You're not. You're not. And I would rather have you do that consciously and be cool with it than to have you be freaking out because you can't sleep. You're just in this energy of your emotions because you are, oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh my God, I'm going to die. You're not going to die. Start now. If you haven't started now, doing your meditations, speaking out loud to your spirit guides, watching YouTube videos, okay? Reading metaphysical books. I don't care how you do it. However they lead you. But you have to let them lead you. Because if you don't surrender, they'll get you to surrender. And Spirit always shows me when he talks about surrender, somebody leaning over the toilet and puking their guts out. Because you're surrendering, because you can't do anything but throw up. True. That's just a synopsis or whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah. But that is the way you're going to feel because you have to purge what you've been carrying for 12,000 years. I'd rather have you guys do that on your own and have you up against the wall and having to deliver for you because you don't have a choice. You all know that you're going forward. Fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. Okay? What are you going to do there? Help a lot of people. Help a lot of people. Right? And unfortunately, soul journey, right? Well, human has free will this much. Right? They actually hang on. Actually bake into our soul journey, right? The time to screw around. The time to go, oh no, oh my God, I can't really get a hold on it. I can't sleep or anything. Okay, when's the last time you meditated? Oh, about a couple months ago. Okay, well, that's number one. How much have you shifted? Not really much. I still do the same thing every day. I eat the same thing, Okay, well, guess what? Purge it. You gotta purge it. You gotta purge it. You gotta purge it. Because they're gonna expect you to be at that space. And if you're not at that space, because you chose not to, pay attention. And we only do that when things are great. When things are bad, we're all in our head, we're all in our heart, oh my God, and we're in that victim mentality. Well, guess what? They're stripping that from you. Now what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you no longer have that to fall back on? No criticism, no anything. Your picture's on the label, let's say. What are you going to do? Because it's your responsibility, Spirit says, as a Capricorn, right? To learn how to allow, to learn how to surrender, to learn how to heal. Because if they strip your badness from your heart and you fill it with what? Dysfunction? Love? If you don't know, how are you going to do it? That's why you need to have a spiritual practice every day. Every day you got to have a spiritual practice that you do. Right? I don't care if it's walking at night after work, by yourself, with a loved one, husband, wife, dog, whatever. Right? Where you can actually allow yourself and just think or not think. Just allow. Sky's really blue. It's a beautiful breeze. The sun is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Fred, I'm in such a good place. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I did that last night laying on the couch. Right? I was like, oh my God, I'm in such a balanced place. I love the month of May. And I just talked to Spirit, that how grateful I am and how wonderful it is. And the dog was asleep, right? And it was easy. It was just like, man, the energy in the house was beautiful, just chilling, right? And I did that. I do that often, especially when I'm thankful, when I'm in gratitude, because all of us have to get there. And that's what the month of May is for me. It's supposed to be a little bit in June too, so we'll look to see, okay? But we really have to work with ourselves and track ourselves where we're at, right? And not think you got time, because guess what, everybody? You ain't got time. Ain't got time. Don't have time. You get a year older every year. The year's now coming 6 months. Soon it'll be 3 months. Gone. Another year older. Another year older. Another year older. That's what's going to happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. Simply because you're going to be doing so much energy work with your spirit guides, right? Energy work with people. At work. At your job, right? Or your ancient money comes in. You win something that can take care of you for the rest of your life. Are you ready for that? Most people are not. Most people are not. Because you've learned since childhood you have to do something to get paid. Not true. In just the true sense of being human. Guys have to do this, females have to do this too, blah, 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 blah. $50 million drops in your hand, or $500,000 drops in your hand, okay, or millions of dollars drops in your hand, $2, $3, $4 million, right? Don't think I have to work anymore because I'm 60, or I'm 55, or I'm 50, whatever, right? Okay, do you quit your job, or do you continue to work? Okay, so this is it. Reactions. It went away. Okay, yeah, something about that. I'm not gonna have to look at it when I post it. So what are you gonna do? Got to think about that honestly. Think about it honestly, because you don't really know. Trust me, you don't. When that happens, you got to make decisions right then and there. Because if it's a lot of money, you got to have a lawyer, financial planner, right? You got to have things in place so that if and when it's going to happen, right? Not on your timeline, on their timeline, which is really your timeline because it comes to your soul journey, your contract, right? So it is very, very important that you practice that stuff, that you lean into it, Spirit says, to really embrace it, because when it comes, quantum speed times 1,000, what are you going to do? You're not going to have time, right? Because most people will be stunned. And if you don't practice that, have something in the works or done, just saying, on top of your spiritual stuff, right? So you got to get your spiritual self into it with your meditations, talking, YouTube videos, books, however you want to do it, right? There's so much going on right now. Pick a freaking topic. Or don't pick any topic and allow your spirit guides to bring it to you. But you need to have designated YouTube time. You need to have designated YouTube time. Instagram time. You have to. Because as everything happens, the easiest way for them to put it in front of your face is on a YouTube video. Or a Facebook video. Or an Instagram video. TikTok, yes, but it's short. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of substance there. It may give you an idea, but it doesn't give you a true sense of exactly what it is and how to get there, but also how to use what they're telling you. I mean, in the past month and a half, I found, they brought me the guru person, exercises in the morning and his comments on every topic possible on the planet, which resonates with me totally, because it's me. I get it. I'm really, really deep when it comes to psychological things and philosophical things. You wouldn't know it by the way I act, but yeah, it really connects to my heart, and I go, oh, I can understand that. That's why when I do things like this, it is philosophical stuff. That, okay, I watch 3-4 videos at a time, right? Boom, boom, boom. Because Spirit says, yeah, watch that. Because I have to take this, and it has to be a menu, right? It has to be a menu program, let's say. And that's because I have to cover a bunch of topics at the same time in 60 minutes. See? Because that's what I've done, but it's also that's what I've been communicated to, is I need to do more of those. So you may get extra coaching for the souls. I don't know how it's going to play out, right? So next thing that comes in is, we talked about this in the summer of last year, water, okay? Water. And because I've been thinking about this, because I'm 64, going to be 65 in 6 months, right? That, they told us last year, and I've been believing it for a while now, that we're not going to really age. We're going to, and if anything's needed to be replaced or repaired, we will be using the water, the oceans, to regenerate us, to rejuvenate us, to rebuild us. Well, why something this week, talking to them about it, right? And it's all about the water's programmed. It's truly programmed. We just don't know what it is. Hang on. Very few people know that it's programmed. The oceans and the drinking water. If you drink it like spring water, things like that. But also water that some people have said is older than the planet. Came to the planet when the planet was just a marble, okay? The sun may not even been here yet, right? Ancient water, let's call it ancient water, with all of the information of 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension and higher. Another way that we're going to be regenerated. Another way we're going to receive the knowledge is drinking water without us programming it, not out of the tap, no tap water, right? Or anything that is processed, right? With chlorine and stuff like that to clean it. That's not it. It's about natural water, Spirit says. Okay? And Spirit says, water will trigger you in a good way. Water will trigger you in a good way and help with your ascension. Because the dots will connect. The dots will connect. That's drinking water. All right? Water that we swim in lakes and things like that. Again, another reason why we are happy at the beach. Connects to our soul. Truly does. I mean, that's why I got to live on the water. Or here in Michigan, where they're surrounded by water. Just not in the wintertime. Yeah. Because it connects to our souls. It connects to our humanness. But it also connects to our traveler, Spirit says. Our returning traveler. Going back to where we came from in 5th dimension. See? So as we learn more and more about it, we will all learn more and more also. But if you're living in upper 3D, guess what? Not going to happen. And people are going to pass you and pass you and pass you when you don't have an ego. Think about that. Not having a negative force in your head, in your body, that's been turned off, or it's shifted to a positive ego. And all these people are moving past you, and you're going, didn't I get a memo? Why are they all getting on the bus? I don't get it. And then you're the few people that are left. Chimes. Well, Bill did say in the summer of 24 that I should have been paying attention to myself. And even, before that, since 2017, I should have been, and I kind of came online and I kind of understood a little bit of it, but I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. See? because that's what's going to happen. We are going to be swept up in that wave of water, let's say, and taken to where we're supposed to be. But if we're not connected to that platform, what are we going to do? Because we didn't do our homework. We didn't live the lifestyle we're supposed to live. Because you have to tell your story, good or bad, to everybody else on the planet, let's say. Oh yeah, I waited and I didn't really pay attention because my life was kind of messed up. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? It's going to be chaotic as hell if you don't do it now or you haven't started it yet. I'd rather have you do it now. James. I would rather have you invest in the process, spirit, invest in yourself, spirit says. The process, yourself, right? So that when things happen and people say, oh, hey, Johnny, what the hell is going on? Well, you know what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And it comes out of your mouth. You don't even know what you're saying because you're connected to your spirit guides. Already been downloaded. The library is open inside of our heart, inside of our head. Because that's what's going to happen. See? And we all know how we love frustration, right? Well, talk about being frustrated when you can't answer the question. Because the person on the other side thinks that you can, because what did they see? They saw your light. And it said open. I'm available for information. Yes. We're in this time we've never been in before. And it's sweeping us up, not even one person at a time, groups of you at a time to take you to a different place, into higher dimensional energy. And you have to be prepared for it, Spirit says. And what does that mean? It means that as you're in 4D, you're allowing them to take all the properties that no longer serve you away from you. That's the thing. And if you're not prepared for that, you're going to be in quite a tizzy, quite a tornado, right? Well, they give you things every day if you allow them to give them to you. But if you don't have designated YouTube time, Instagram time, and Facebook time, TikTok too, but there's not a lot they can give you in 2 minutes, right? I mean, I don't really know how TikTok works, but I'm assuming that's how it does. So it's very important to use social media to your advantage. It's not bad at all. Their energy. They can put stuff in front of you like that. How many times I posted on Facebook, this was the first thing on my YouTube feed today. Is it music? Is it a card reading? Is it Lee Harris? Is it, a number of people, right? Right. Pam Gregory, for instance. Yeah. So it's all available, but you have to allow them to put it on your page. Why? Because they know you're going to look at it in the morning. Or they know you're going to look at it at lunchtime. Or they know you're going to look at it after work, after you ate, after you put the kids to bed, whenever. They know everything that you do. You don't have to tell them anything. But when you don't do it, then they go, okay, he, she, whoever, okay, how are we going to get to them? Because they don't have a designated time. And it's only going to be harder for them because we have to work harder to get it to them. So the energy gets clogged up. Yeah. Because their job is to get us to where we can be happy all the time with nothing pushing against us. The money that we actually need to not survive, but to live on. Have our best life ever. Because that's our job right now, is to have the best life ever after coming out of 64 years of up and downs. It's the way it is. The way it is. But this is the final curtain, Spirit says, which is the truth. But we have to participate by doing our part for ourselves. Allowing them to upload what's been downloaded already. My ears are ringing. Well, yeah, you're still getting downloads. Why are you still getting downloads? You shouldn't be still getting downloads if you've been paying attention to that, going, okay, Spirit, why are my ears ringing? Why is my right ear ringing? Why is my left ear ringing? Why are both my ears ringing? They're really loud. What's going on with that? Yeah. If you're not doing that, how can they lead you? How can they lead you? Because none of you are muggles anymore, guys. You're not. No muggles. No muggles at all. Yeah, no muggles at all. Okay? Let me see what else I've got. Oh, I know what it was. We're going to go, hang on. What Spirit was just talking about is super, super important, because as we allow ourselves to connect to our heart and to our minds and to spirit, is that we become cosmic intelligence. Okay? And that's free-flowing, Spirit says. No pushback, no aversions, no blockages, no anything, right? And allowing ourselves to live in that energy 24 hours a day, right? Super important, because you guys are going to be the leaders of what's going on. And you may not know how yet. I don't know half the stuff that I haven't been privy to yet, right? Also, that cosmic intelligence connects to Lemuria. Energy beings at the same time as of Atlantis. But the East Coast Atlanteans use technology from the aliens to further their growth across the planet. Lemurians did not. That's why the West Coast is much more chilled. Energy light beings doing their thing. And it was just basically Atlantis and Lemuria. Lemuria came first. Atlantis came second. All right? And those were ancient civilizations. Same as the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Mayans, the Incas, all of those species, all of those groups, right? That were here before third dimension. That's why they're talking about Lemuria rising right now. Rising from the depths. There's sacred souls in Mount Rainier. Okay? That's where they took hold of. I don't believe it's a myth. I believe that it's that the leaders of that dimension are there waiting for fifth dimension to re-engage itself. And we've talked about that before. That's when the aliens reveal themselves, take off their human coats, let's say. Those people, those Lemurians start to rise up. Everything is in not in a tumultuous place, but it's in a place of transformation, right? Of metamorphosis. On the way to us being a balanced world, full of love. Everybody's fine. Everybody is fine. And that starts in 2025. Okay? Starts in 2025. So it is super important that you are having some type of structure. You know how I don't like structure. But you have to have designated times to do things. Okay? Also, children that were born after 1964, okay? Chiron is the wounded healer, okay? And it came into prominence in 1964 in April 1964, and that is our, how can I put this? Us feeling bad emotionally because of things didn't work out, or because of ourselves, or whatever, blaming people, having people, and people's intelligence was on the way up after 1964. I'm 1960, so I didn't get any of that. It was harder. That's what they're saying, right? So, there we go. That's kind of weird. Chiron is retrograde. So it's going back over all those people to 1964 and making their emotions upset. Why? Because they're trying to take it from us. So that's when Spirit says you have to recognize it, and you got to be okay for them to take it. Sure, you can take that. That's fine. Good, take it. Take it. And you got to be truthful with that, because so many people just say it off the top of their head and go, yeah, Bill, of course it is. Oh, you can take it. That's fine. And then they go to do it. Like, oh my God, Bill, I'm in such a place the last week. Oh my God, it's horrible. It's just horrible. I don't know what I did. Because you didn't really mean it when you said take it. Because it's easier if you confirm to take it and you know it's coming. When you say it off the top of your head, that's ego. Yeah, baby, bring it on. Come on, bring it. They just don't say that. Then when they come to take it, ego's like, oh, no, you can't have that because that's who I am. Oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Sorry, you can't do that. And you have to fight. They have to fight with your human body, who wants to say in third dimension, it thinks, because of ego. Because of ego. Okay? So, watch this a couple times, Spirit says, because you're probably going to need to, because there's a lot of information here. Okay? Yeah, I think he's done. Yeah. So the anniversary special, my 10-year anniversary, is still, readings are still on sale for $50 off. 30 minutes to $75, and 60 minutes are $105. It's a great deal. Going on until the end of the month, I think. That's what my plan is. I'm changing the name of Element Packages to Coaching for the Soul memberships. Okay, and kids are coming home from school. Can you tell? And I'm going to change the name to that. And I think it's easier for people to understand. But it's soul coaching, basically soul coaching. And you pay for 12 months, you get a 13th month free. It's all at billhobart.com or elementsessions.com. What else? Not doing events anymore. If you want a psychic party, book it, and I'll be there. I'll show up all summer long. All summer long, I'll be there. Yes. So, thanks, Sherry. And I think that's it. So, guys, I'll see you next week on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Coaching for the Soul. Oh, please, in 10 or 15 minutes, go over to YouTube and like the video and leave a little emoji or something like that. I would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. Okay. See you next week. Thursdays at 3. Coach for the Soul. Bye, guys.